And go. There's the clicker. Okay. Let me get ready. Okay. Jiyang, first, second, third, or fourth? First, are you going first?
Yes.
First, okay, you're going first. Ahun, second. I can't read my handwriting here. So, was this Sohun? So, what did I write here? Oh, Sunhoon. Sunhoon. That's my fault. I have to write that. What? Last? 3 or 4? 4. Are you going third or fourth? Fourth. Okay. Sohi, you're third. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ji Young, go, 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 go. The clicker's behind you. Turn around. Turn around. Right there. There you go. Okay, now go ahead.
There you go. There you go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are Group 1. My name is Kim Ji-young. Before I begin, please excuse my level of voice because of cold. Today, we present about business administration. We present for 4 parts. And today, first I present about famous people in business administration. Today, the people I introduce are the most famous people in our Korea. Their name is Igoni and Ijeong. They are CEO of Samsung, which is the best company in Korea. They made Samsung the best company and became the symbols of wealth in Korea. So all Koreans thought they were great, but there was a more problem for father Igoni. When a video clip of women's sex was put by him was revealed. Many people watched the video and worshipped. After that, his son Lee is now in prison because he gave a lot of money to former President Park Geun-hye and those who disturb our country. Since then, the richest father and son have been the symbols of wealth, have given the impressions of the riches are not ethical. So, as a result, the image of businessman is getting worse. Therefore, I hope that the famous businessman will light up the title of the most famous businessman in Korea by acting ethically, unlike Igoni and Ijeong. If so, the image of businessman is awesome. Do you have any question?
No.
Thank you for this.
Hello, my name is Kim Ah-hyun. I will introduce about best accredited schools around the world to study business administration. There are so many schools around the world to study business administration. In United States, Business Magazine Business Week and daily newspaper US News issue business administration rankings annually. In rankings of two institutions, there are schools commonly ranked. First, University of Pennsylvania. It is called UPenn. It is traditionally regarded as a prestige business administration. Second, MIT. It is famous for University of Engineering, but engineering in Korea, but it is famous. Business administration is famous too. Third, University of Virginia. It is called UVA. Its MBA program called Darden is famous, but business administration or is stronger than MBA program. Fourth, NYU. It is New York University. Its business administration is its business administration is better than other subjects in school. It has grown rapidly due to the geographical requirements of New York, and there are many opportunities for internship. Famous actor in Korea, Lee Seo-jin, graduated this school of business administration. In Korea, in Korea, in Korea, many universities have business administration, but university that have AACSB is rare. AACSB is Certified Management of Business Administration, which is recognized as which is recognized as the world's most prestigious educational institution, certifying teachers, students, and research achievements. There are Seoul National University, KAIST, and Dongguk University and Gyeongbuk National University that have AACSB. Do you have any question?
No.
Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kim Soo-hee, who is the first person to talk about. My major business administration can enter various fields. Today, I'm going to explain jobs that I can have after graduating from business administration of KNU. First, we can be a manager of company. They work on human resources management to motivate the clients model and improve their capability. Furthermore, they represent the biggest responsibility of the financial sector as a representative. And they decide on the biggest of business. They receive the high salary, including bonus and stock option, but they take heavy responsibility too. Second, we can be an accountant. Accountant is consulting individuals and companies' financial statements and auditing. After passing the CP exam, you have to undergo the probationary period of 2 years. An accountant can set up a private office or enter an accounting firm. They receive pay in accordance with their individual ability. Third, we can be a bank clerk. We can be a bank clerk. They are dedicated to saving and managing and withdrawing the client's money. They have to be fluent in math and deal with the client's requirements wisely. They receive pay in their experience. In addition, there are many jobs related to business administration. We will be glad to find jobs that congenial our aptitude. Do you have any question? No. Thank you for listening. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kim Seung-hyuk. My topic is historical events related to business administration. I am going to talk about IMF's financial crisis. IMF is International Monetary Fund. In 1997, South Korea has less foreign currency than needed. It is related to corruption of Jabar. They borrowed more money than their ability through collusion between political parties. So, South Korea borrowed foreign currency from IMF and received their management. IMF offered three conditions: high interest rate and structural restructuring and public utility artists. As a result of them, many companies has bankrupt, resulting in many unemployed people. This leads to huge financial crisis. However, we overcame this by collecting gold and other efforts. We paid back all our debts in 4 years. Do you have any question? The first presenter, Kim Ji-young, announced about Igoni and Lee who is a famous people in business administration. The second presenter, Kim Ah-young, presented about best accredited school in business administration. The third presenter, Kim Soo-hee, announced about kind of jobs of business administration. The last presenter, me, announced about historical events I met financial crisis. Thank you for listening our presentation.
So you guys move to the back, group two, come to the front.
Sit down, please. Yeah.
We're gonna, Yaun, first, second, yeah. Second, Ian, for Insu, third, and Ann, you're first.
Yeah, first.
Okay.
Okay, everyone ready? Okay, go ahead, when you're ready to start.
Hello everyone. Hello. My name is Kim In-ju and my major is business administration and we are team 2. So we will talk about two majors. Business administration and economics and trade. So first, I will talk about kind of jobs and what they do and pay on business. And Yeon will talk about famous people in business administration. And third, Insu will talk about famous people too, but it is about economics. And last, Uya will talk about the history of economics. So let's talk about kind of jobs and what they do and pay or business administration. First, CEO. Yes, CEO is a acronym for Chief Executive Officer. So literally, he is the top of the enterprise position. So he makes a various strategy and take the lead. So if he takes the lead to the wrong direction, the enterprise can have a very great damage. So he have a great responsibility. So I think you guys are curious about how many they can pay. Alright? Yes. So me too, I find it. But the CEO salaries are various, so the highest salary in Korea is 1.4 billion won. Amazing! Yes, it's Samsung's election CEO. I so envy him. Okay. Next, oh my god, sorry, banker. Banker, I think you guys are met the banker like her one time or another. The banker manages the money from the clients like you. And of course, they withdraw or deposit the money from the client. And I think we will go to the world trip to the Japan or Germany or another on Sunday. Alright?
Yeah.
Yes. When that day we have to exchange bills. So who do we have to meet?
Banker.
Yes, it's a banker. So we can go to the bank and meet the banker and exchange bills. So these are the banker's work. And the banker's salary is 4 million won. So these are the kind of jobs and what they do and pay or business administration. So I understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.
Hello everyone. My name is Kim Ye-eun. My major is business administration. So I introduce you famous person in business administration. Look at this picture. Do you know him?
Yes.
He is Howard Schultz. He is CEO of Starbucks. Starbucks is the biggest multinational coffee shop in the world. So you can see Starbucks in any street so easily. Invent Starbucks was retail store that sells only coffee beans. Later employing Howard Schultz as a marketing team leader, uh, Starbucks Starbucks achieves very big growth. Um, Howard Schultz marketing strategies to lead success uh, are three. First, it is image. Starbucks image is environmental friendly and ethical. Uh, as you see this logo, it is green. Green symbolizes environmental friendly, as well as Starbucks sell fair trade coffee. Fair trade is to ensure better deal for farmers and workers. So Starbucks gives a positive image to consumers. Second, it is promotion strategy. Uh, have you seen advertisement of Starbucks in television?
Yes.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Starbucks, Starbucks made a music company and released their own record like this. Yeah. Uh, so it makes Starbucks classy and attracts consumers' attention. Yeah. Lastly, it is idea. Starbucks uses tall grande venti for the main cup size. They almost don't use shorts. It makes consumers' pride higher because tall grande venti, all of them are Italian. Wow. So consumers can't distinguish which is more big size or more small size. So consumers can order coffee more confidently. Uh, these various and creative thoughts lead Starbucks to success. I hope many people who are major in business and administration don't be afraid of fail and try their innovative ideas. Do you have any question? No. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Inso Kim and I major in economics and trade. From now, I'm going to present about famous people in economics and trade. John Maynard Keynes is one of the famous economists. Uh, he was born on June 5th, 1883 in Cambridge, England. At first, he was major in mathematics, but later he studied economy and became successful economist. He was scholar, so he wrote many academic books. The general theory of employment and interest and money is one of the famous books written by Keynes. In that book, Keynes argued that in order to realize and sustain full employment, it requires public spending, which is a complementary measure of government. In fact, before the Great Depression, the classical economics that advocated libertarianism was the mainstream economics. Libertarianism Libertarianism said to work economy well, leave everything to the market. Um, After the Great Depression of 1929, the problem of libertarianism was emerged, and so people who believe that libertarianism leave to work economy well, they have to leave everything to free market, begun to search for new ways with thoughts of for libertarianism. So people make people make the people make strategies with using Keynesian theory, which is uh, insisted on aggressive intervention of the government. The theory was successful, and Keynesian theory began to draw more attention. Of course, Keynesian theory the problems of Keynesian theory was emerged, but still Keynesian theory is one of the most influential theory. Here is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Uhyun and I will talk about the history of the economy. I will so appreciate it to you if you focus on my presentation. First, in 15th century to 18th century, mercantilism. Mercantilism thought the resource of the wealth is gold and silver, so they need to find gold and silver mine. But this mine is so big industry, so it's hard to for normal person. So it needs to be controlled by the nation, and they focused on trade. So they thought become a wealth, encourage export, but suppress import. We can find it easily in Brexit or Trump's idea. Okay, next. Next is physiocracy in 18th century in France. In France, have some before this century, they have some problems for about economy. So they thought only farming can make the true wealth, it called net wealth, because we can use natural power like sunlight or wind with no pay. It has, but it has short history because if we use only farming, it's hard to become a wealth. So it has short history. But in many countries, it used the physiocracy because the farmers' power in country is so big. And last is classic school. It started in England in 19th century. In this century, England experienced the Industrial Revolution. The revolution changed the industry structure. That is, make a relationship of the worker and capitalist, and also it make market bigger. It means in other countries like in Korea, for example, Korea and America and China, like this, the trade of the country is become natural. So it becomes natural, and main idea of the economy, the classic school is started from the invisible hands. It means the market have some invisible hands, so If the price of the goods is so high and or so low, it's no matter. It become a normal. Okay, my presentation is over and the summary. First, in June or N, talk about kind of job and work and what they do or pay. And second and third, Yeun and Insu talk about famous people in major. And last, me, Ian, talk about history of the economics. Do you have any question?
Is Korea in a industrial society now,
Mm,
or post-industrial society?
I thought it's industrial little. Half is industrial and half a quarter is former industrial and last quarter is network. Or Taiwan. Any more?
Now,
Thanks for listening.
Group 2 to the back, group 3 come to the front. Amanda, second, third, fourth. Yuli, first. Suji, third. Jungkook, you must be second, right? Second. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. We are Team 3. I'm glad my name is Yuli, and I'm going to talk about my team's major. And my team's major is divided into two. One is business administration, and second is economy and trade. First, I'm going to talk about kinds of jobs and work and what they do and pay. Next, Jungkook will talk about inventions and discoveries in business administration. Then economy and trade will be started. Suji will talk about famous people in economy and trade. Finally, Amanda will talk about historical events related to economics. Then I'm going to talk about business administration. Let's start with jobs and work. First, I want to talk about certified public accountant. It is usually called CPA. You guys have heard this job at least one time, right?
yeah.
Yes.
And also, this is one of the ideal jobs of many business administration major students. So it is very competitive. If you want to get this job, you have to study very hard. And this job analyzes management situation and financial situation of a person, companies, or even government. So checking financial situation is very important. So much of concentration and responsibility is needed. At this time, you guys may be curious about how much this job is paid, and I researched it. This annual income is on average 68 million won. Next is management consultant. It counsels companies, not a person or government. Companies trust management consultants, so they open their companies to them, and consultants analyzes business problems and research alternatives to them. On the basis of the analysis, companies improve their companies by it. This job's annual income is from 30 million won to billions won. Third is marketer. This job is concentrating on marketing, so this job is to predict many informations for markets and supplies and demands for overall markets. Finally, they predict overall market and give this information to many CEOs or companies. So it's very useful. This job's annual income is similar to CPA. In conclusion, jobs related to business administration is much of analyzing and strategies. Do you have any questions? No. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Jungkook and I will introduce today I will introduce about inventions and discoveries in a major. My major is business administration. First is money. Before we invent money, there are only bartering trade. Bartering trade means step-to-step trade. So we need to bring steps to market and find people who can bartering with me. But thanks for we invent money, we do not have to do things like that. We just bring money and find people and buy things we want. Second is bank. Bank has many merits. When before we invent bank, we can't easily borrow money or we can't save money safely because the only thing we can save money is we save money as safe, but that has high risk of stealing. So we can't. Thanks for bank, we can save money easily and safely, and also we can borrow money when we urgent. Bank can check our our our, our before trade account, so they can find we are certified per people or not. So they can borrow us money easily. Third is invisible hand. Invisible hand is the theory that told us that we should minimize the government's role and so price will be controlled by supply and demand. It is very certified and adaptive price. So Adam Smith, British economist, said this. This will be good for all of us. Do you have any question? No. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Kim Soo-tae. From now, I will tell you about historical events related to economy. There were a lot of economic crises around the world and efforts to overcome it. First, Great Depression. There was Great Depression in US in 1929. The United States became a wealthy country through First World War. Also, the development of production techniques led to the problems of overproduction, which has long been behind the purchasing power of people. So, in USA, the stocks plumped and the unemployment rate soared. To solve this problem, the US President Roosevelt enforced the New Deal policy under the 3R. 3R means relief, recovery, reform. He allowed the government to intervene in the market. Second, Reaganomics. Reaganomics is a compound word of Reagan and economics. Reaganomics is a economy recovery policy driven by US President Reagan. He
declared Pax America as his slogan. He insists that massive tax cuts and deregulation make promotion of private investment, but Reaganomics caused uh, financial deficits the and deepened the gap between the rich and the poor. Last IMF foreign exchange crisis, Korea received the IMF's help due to its lack of foreign exchange reserves and the poor economy. So, to solve these problems, Korean government Korean government created jobs and reorganized the institutions. And also, Korean people run the gold gathering campaign and cut down on expenses. This is these these actions were very effective, so Korea could overcome the crisis sooner than expected. This is all I prepared. Is there any question?
No.
Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Jun and today I'm talking about famous people in my major. Although there are so many famous people, famous businessmen of the world, but today I'm going to talk about three of them. First people I will introduce is Warren Buffett. Ever since he was young, he had interested in numbers and memorized well. He had interest he began to be interested in stocks at age 9 and bought the first stock of his life at age 11. At university, he looked over a book at the eve of the exam and took a perfect score of the exam next day. Imagine if there is Warren Buffett in this seat. During you guys make a presentation and write a story, he's just playing with his friend and drinking soju or lecture and he's just making a presentation and memorized all of it yesterday and got a perfect score.
He'd be eating candy. He likes candy.
After graduating college, he went to Columbia Graduate School of Business. It is very famous that he is the only student who got an A plus from Professor Benjamin Graham. Afterward, he became a billionaire by investing based on a vast amount of books and intensive knowledge of the business and economics. Second, I will talk about Bill Gates. I think all of you will know him because he's very famous people. He entered in Harvard University and he dropped out and made Microsoft Corporation with 4 Allen. You know, it seems very important to drop out of Harvard because Harvard is very famous university in the world. But he didn't hesitate. He requested by IBM to design the program for personal computer and it later named DOS. After he became a rich, he donates a lot. In 2008, he officially retired from Microsoft Corporation, where he had it in 33 years, to devote himself to charity. Finally, I will talk about John Nash. John Nash is a hero of the beautiful mind, but I think you guys didn't see this movie because it is very old movie. But it is very noted for him that has a mathematical genius since he was a boy. The recommendation written by the Carnegie University is very famous, saying this student is a genius. However, because of his eccentric nature, he was always alone and created his own world. For him, mathematics is the only way to communicate with the world. But he was too preoccupied with it that he got a mental illness at the age of 30. It was his wife who brought out him from his picture. His wife's affection for him makes him miraculously beaten by illness. Later, he earned the Nobel Prize for devoting his life to developing the games theory and incorporate mathematics to the economy. Today, our team talk about inventions and jobs about business administration and special historical events and jobs about economics. Do you have questions? Thank you for listening.
Great job. I will see you guys. There's another class coming in right now, so there's no time right now, okay? I will see you guys next Tuesday. There's literally another class coming in. It's just nonstop. Good job, everyone. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Good luck on your exams, okay? Bye.
Bye.